It has been my experience that nomads, as a general rule, are typically introverts. So what is it about the Christmas season, not the Christmas season, the winter season that turns us all into social butterflies almost? Well, it kicks off with Jamie's van build of enigmatic nomadics, and then from there is the Boondocking Bash, and then in early December I always have my meetup, and then there's Radie's birthday bash, and then finally the WRTR and RTR, and this year the RTR, if you can keep up with all of that. And in fact, I will be there this Saturday night. If you're going to be on site at the RTR, I'm not going to do anything that interferes with the WRTR or the RTR events, but I will be out there this Saturday night. So if you're there, be sure to say hi. And right now I'm going to share with you why I'm not going to be able to be at the WRTR or the RTR. Hi everybody, thanks for being here on my channel. Today there's actually two reasons why I am not at the WRTR and RTR that I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to share with you my number one tip, trick, tool, whatever you might call it, that I think you can use if you are going to be there. And it doesn't matter whether you're in an RV, a trailer, and whether that's a bumper pull, a fifth wheel, or if you're in a box truck or a van. I'm going to share what I think you might find helpful. First off, I want to give a shout out to Bob and Casey and Sue Ann and Phyllis and all of the volunteers and people that have been involved in the WRTR and RTR in pulling that off. I have a very, very tiny event that happened in December and only had about 100 people there, so I can't even imagine all of the volunteers and all of the people and all of the work that it took to pull this off, as it has every year. And I have been at every RTR except for this year for the last 5 years, and so it is really bumming me out that I won't be there, but I wouldn't be able to go. I'm going to share with you the main reason why I'm not going to be there, but I wouldn't be able to go, I don't think, this year anyway. With my brain injury, I can't break camp and drive in and out every day, and I wouldn't be able to be a volunteer and be on site like a lot of people are that are volunteers because of the enormity of the crowd and everything. I couldn't even stay, even though I was a guest speaker last year, I couldn't even stay in the handicap section because of the generators and everything. So I just know that I wouldn't be able to be in the area and go in and out. I've been doing a lot of socializing lately, but I've been staying in one place to do that. I haven't had to go back and forth. In fact, yesterday I went up to Havasu. My friend Dennis drove me up, and I got to see the Dan Van and Frugal RV Gal and C-Dub's Journey and Leslie and Donna and Carrie, and I'm just going to miss some people, I know I am, but it was just such fun, and Fritz. And anyway, we got to hang out for a while, but I didn't do that driving back up there and back down in one day. So that is one reason why I won't be at the WRTR and RTR with my brain injury. I just can't do that. And the other reason is that I'm going to be heading out this week. In fact, I should already be on the road, and I'm not. I'm holed up out here in the middle of nature, and I'm by myself, and I am resting before I do a cross-country trip to see one of my besties that has had a stroke. And so I am going to be hitting the road and doing that, and I will be going very slowly, again because of my brain injury and also because of weather. I'm only going to be doing and able to do about 300 miles a week. And so I need to leave now so that I can get there to her and time it around weather and everything. So those are my two reasons. One, I can't go in and out to the classes and everything and break camp every day or even every now and then. That just would not work for me. And I am headed to go see my bestie Linda. Hang on, girlfriend. I'm on my way. And I'm wondering, are you going to the WRTR or the RTR? And if you are, let me know in the comments below. And if you're not, let me know why you might not be able to. And again, remember, this is a friendly channel. Keep it nice or I'll delete you or block you. He loves this toy. Get it, Bandit. He cracks me up. I just love him. Okay, so my number one tool is actually 3. And I have shown these on another video, but I can't remember on whether it was on the To Meander channel or this one. So I'm going to share it with you here today. This is my water bottle. This is my DIY dishwashing soap and water. And this is my DIY ammonia and water. And I know that there's alternatives to ammonia. I get it. Some people use vinegar even. I can't use vinegar after my brain surgery. I used to. That's what one of the things I used to clean in my sticks and bricks. He's cracking me up. But I can't do vinegar anymore. Ever since my brain surgery, that just the smell of it it makes my head explode, and I don't know why. So I can't use vinegar. And I know there's Dr. Bonner's and there's all kinds of things, and people use organic material, but this is what I use and this is what works for me. And this is the only 3 things that I use to keep my entire van and my dishes and everything clean. Even when I brush my teeth, I'll put my toothpaste on my toothbrush and brush my teeth, and I rinse with this. And then I put it on hard where it's just a long stream. Let me see if I can do it. You know, where it's like just a real long stream, and that's how I rinse my toothbrush. I just squirt it many times and then bang it on the side of this, and that's how I do my teeth. And of course, for rinsing my mouth, I put it on the soft spray. And so when I go to wash my hands now, instead of using soap and then trying to rinse with water, okay, you got that? Soap, water. That causes me to have to use too much water. And when you're out like this and you need to conserve water, and you just can't, I can't use sudsy soap, and even Dr. Bonner sometimes requires too much water to get off my hands. So this is what I have found to do. And also there's going to be a lot of volunteers that are at the camping at the on the fairgrounds, at the La Paz fairgrounds for the RTR, and they can't go in and out. And even if you have a gray tank and you've got running water and everything, if you are boondocking, you still have to conserve not only the use of your water, but filling up your gray tank. So all of these hints and tips and tricks I recommend doing, even if you are in an RV. So to wash my hands now, I mean, and I don't mean all the time, but for a quick washing your hands and conserving water, I do the hand sanitizer, and I just do just a little bit, and then I spray my hands and wipe them. And I forgot paper towels. I'm gonna have to go get paper towels. But anyway, and then I wipe them and I dry them off with paper towels. Okay, and actually it just takes a half a paper towel. And that way I have not used much water at all, but sometimes the hand sanitizer can be kind of goopy, and I don't like that residue on my hands. And like right now, even with just a little bit of water I used, I feel like I've got too much goop left on my hands. So I spray again just a few times, and you can see that's a lot of water, and it will save your gray tank, and it will save your water usage, and it gets your hands just as clean, I promise you, as the traditional washing and rinsing under running water, or using too much of your bottled water if you're boondocking. And I'd already washed my hands to get ready for the video, so it doesn't show a lot of dirt there, but it absolutely works, and I promise you it will save your gray tank and your water usage. To wash my dishes, let me show you how I do that. This is his other favorite toy that his Aunt Sue gave him for Christmas. Here you go. How to entertain your children when you're doing a video. And this plate was given to me by Sue Ann Carlson, my good friend. It's a metal, and it's so hard to find decorative metal plates. And she got this for me, I think off of eBay, I don't know, several years ago. And it's my favorite plate ever, and I just love it. My number one tip that I can give you for doing dishes is to first get all the food and everything off. And so do that as right away when you get through cooking, so that it's still moist and not dried on there. And throw that away so that you're starting, and I get that this is a clean plate, but you want to start with as clean as you can. And literally, I put this on the soft spray, and I just spray a couple of times. And I know there's no food on there right now, but I promise you this works. And then the same thing with, oops, I put that on hard spray. The same thing, you just spray once then. That's all I do the first time. Once with water. So a couple of times with soap. And this is, I'll show you my mixture on that in a moment. And then I wipe it off, and it comes this clean. And I've been doing this for years, so trust me, it works. And I have a sensitive stomach, so it doesn't leave residue. And then I spray it a couple of times with water again and wipe it off. And everything, your silverware, spatulas, skillet, everything, my stove, when I get done, I clean this way, and it absolutely works. It doesn't leave residue. And in my bottle, I put about this much Dawn, and I use Dawn because I cook a lot of meat, and I know there's a lot of vegetarians and vegans out there that might have issue with that. Sorry, I eat a lot of meat. And so I use Dawn, and I put about this much Dawn and then the rest water. And then I'll fill that up a couple of times with water. So I don't know really what the dilution is, but that's what I do, and it works, and it doesn't leave residue. And you use so little product. It is unbelievable. And I realize that I'm using paper towels, and that there is an issue with paper towels as far as being environmental friendly. But overall, compared to the consumption and everything that you do, and you of course can use cloths, but when you're out here, there's not always a way to rinse those out without wasting water and to hang them out and dry. And so there are ways that you can do that. And my friend Teresia has a wonderful way of putting magnets on the outside and using binder clips and hanging cloths and things to dry. So there are ways to do that. And if you don't want to use paper towels, that's just my preference and what works for me. And I use the half sheets, and I use very little. As far as the my ammonia DIY Windex, Jamie Diamond gave me this idea back in 2015, and I don't know if he's still doing it or not, but he and Kendall used to do this, and I absolutely love it, and I still use it. I wash my windows, and they need washing right now on my van, sorry. I wash my windows. After I sweep my floors, I will spray my floors, and I use this to clean that. I use this to clean my dashboard and everything, and then I'll use an Armor All wipe to afterwards. But I use this to clean everything, and it just works so well. And I have a white bottle like this, so I have blue for water, and I have to keep them color coded. Can you imagine if I use this to rinse my mouth after brushing teeth? Because this is my ammonia mix, my DIY Windex. This for water. This pink is for my dishes. Green is my ammonia DIY Windex mix, and then I have a white one inside that I pour Febreze in. And again, I know a lot of people don't agree with using Febreze, but after when I need to in there after cooking or something, I'll do a couple of sprays of it in my van. So I actually have 4 bottles, but these 3 are my #1 DIY tip, trick, tool for you if you are boondocking anywhere, and especially if you are going to the WRTR and RTR, and especially if you're on grounds volunteering there and can't get in and out, and anywhere really where you want to conserve. This is my #1 tip, trick, tool for you, and I hope that it has helped. Thanks everybody for being here, and I'll see you down the road. Please consider becoming a patron and following us on my blogs about our journey. It's going to be an epic 2020 road trip. Say, see you down the road. Bye. Ready? Go. You'll learn fetch. And I want to give a shout out to all of those that I know that are volunteering or speaking at the RTR or WRTR this year. And again, I only know a fraction of them, but these are my friends that I know of. I know that Gray is in the hospitality tent, and Dennis, who is an RN, is going to be in the medical tent. Kudos to you guys. And my friend Tim Untethered and Sean Ledoux are going to be on speaking panels. And then Robert has been hired by Bob again to help with videography and edit his videos. Robert actually worked for Bob when he first started his channel and did at least 2 or 3 years of editing for Bob. So that's kind of like a partnership renewed. And I know Robert is looking forward to being on site and working with Bob again. So everybody have fun for me. Keep me updated on what all you're doing, and I'll see you down the road. Well, here in the Southwest, Arizona and California, it kicks off with the van build by Jamie Nomad. Bandit, come check in. Come here. Come all the way. All the way. Good boy, all the way. And sit. Good boy. That's such a good boy.